Hi, and welcome to Dwayne's Guitar Lessons. I am your guitar teacher, Dwayne Jenkins, and in this video series we are working on my third guitar build. And if you just joined us, this is just a kit that I built. I put it together, painted it, installed some different pickups, put in a different bridge and tailpiece and different tuners, and now I'm getting ready to string it up, and we're going to see how it all sounds. And we're at the point now where we're stringing up the guitar, and I just wanted to show you how you string these kind of guitars. I probably won't string them all. I don't want the video to be too long, but I just wanted to show you the process of what you go through. So the first thing that I'm going to do is adjust the tailpiece. I told you early in the videos before, your tailpiece and your bridge are adjusted by each end, and you just adjust them with like a screwdriver, this flat-headed screwdriver, and just stick it in the slots. You want to be very careful so you don't damage the finish. That's very important. But I'm going to lift that up a little bit. And then what you do is you take your string. Now your string has this ball on the end of it. This little ball right here. Okay, that's what's going to hold it in place in the tailpiece. Now when I mentioned about the other kind of guitar, the first one I built with the tremolo on there, that one's a little bit different. That one has what they call a locking tremolo, and it's actually a double locking system is what it is. It's actually a system. And it's a double locking system because it's locked at the neck, at the nut and at the bridge. Now the reason why I hesitated there when I was talking is because I was looking at the string and making sure it's all lined up properly, and then it's going to fit. Okay, so I put the string through the tailpiece, put it over the bridge into the little saddle. These are called saddles. These things here, you can't really see them that great in this video, but if you have this kind of guitar, you'll know what I'm talking about. These are called the saddles, and you want the string to ride in that saddle. Then later on, we're going to set the intonation of it with these screws that go, which allow these saddles to move back and forth, which allows you to intonate the string to the other strings. Okay, and we'll discuss that later, but I had that in the last guitar that I built. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of an arc here like this. This is what I like to do. Put a little bit of one like that, so that I could wrap some windings around the post. Okay, that's what I like to do. Just put a little arc, nothing major, and then turn it around the post. Get my string winder and start turning counterclockwise, because that way it'll go around the post the way I want it to, and keep the string straight. That's what you want. You want to just try to keep the string straight. There we go. And I like to kind of pull on the string a little bit just to kind of get it used to being stretched from the bridge to the tuning peg. Actually, should put a little bit more of a wind on that one, but that's okay. I think that'll be alright. Now, go to the next one once again. I'm using these Ernie Ball Super Slinkies. I like these. These are pretty cool. The reason why I like them is they're good strings. They don't break. You can bend them real good. At least for me anyway. I can only speak for personal, but my own personal review on them. But I like them. They're good. These are the Super Slinkies in the pink package, the 9 through 42s. I like them because they're lighter. They allow you to bend a little bit more when you're doing your solos. Some of these guitars, they use 10s. 10s are good. They give you a heavier tone, but they're going to be harder to bend as well. So if a person just plays like rhythm, they like just slamming chords or something, not saying that that's a bad thing, but yeah, if they just slamming some power chords, use some thick strings so that way you'll get a nice thick fat sound. But if you're the kind of person who likes to do a lot of soloing, especially like fast kind of stuff, you want some thinner strings so you can bend them easier and stuff. Now if you're going to be just doing a lot of bends and not too much of the real fast kind of stuff, that kind of stuff that Joe Satriani, Eddie Van Halen, those guys do, then, you probably don't need, the heavier strings. You probably need the lighter ones. But if you're not going to play like them, you can just kind of do a lot of bends, kind of bluesy bends and stuff, which is awesome, then you could probably go with the lighter ones, or with the heavier ones, I'm sorry. But anyway, you just got to figure out what works for you and your style of playing. And that's what I love about music, is it's so personal. Guitars are all different. Drums are all different. The way you set them up is different. You know, guitars, the way they're set up is pretty much the same, but they all look different. And that's what's cool about them, I think. You can really find something that fits your personality, you know? And that's what you want. You want to express your individuality with music and art. And that's why music and art are so closely related, you know? And you know, artists could be musicians and musicians could be artists. It's just kind of one and the same, really. Both, you know, they both require the same kind of dedication, devotion, determination, you know, commitment to what it is you're doing, your art, your music, your whatever it is you're trying to create. And that's, to me, that's the goal, is let's create something and get it out there to the people and let them enjoy it, you know. Okay, so now we're to this is the 24. Another thing I like about these Super Slinkies, they're individually wrapped and they tell you on the bag here, the little sack they come in, the number of it as well. So you kind of make sure you're using the right string and everything. So this would be our D string here. And once again, you're putting it through the tailpiece. Some of these are a little bit different. I've seen some guys put them this way and they wrap them around. I've seen people do that as well. I don't know if that really makes a difference or not. I don't know. But I've seen people do that. Now, I normally play the guitars that have the floating tremolos. I don't normally play guitars like this. But I built this one because I wanted to build a guitar like this, you know, because it's a very common model. Plus, I like the amount of space for the artwork. I do like the ones with floating tremolos, but those are a little bit more expensive to build because of the components. I mean, you want to get a nice, you know, bridge system on there, because that's what's really going to help hold that guitar in tune, especially when you're using the whammy bar and stuff like that. So you got to have good quality components. You can't be throwing some, you know, $20 tremolo on there that you found on eBay, because even though it looks good, it's not going to really function the way you truly want it to. And so best thing to do is just put good quality components on here. And that's one thing I did here, is I could tell that these tuners and the bridge and everything was better than what came with the guitar kit. And I paid extra for those, but I put them on here, and I think they're going to help this guitar to be able to hold in tune better and stuff like that. And that's what you really want. I mean, you don't want a nice guitar lasting that won't stay in tune, you know, just because they have cheap tuners on there. And so I tried to go with some little bit better tuners. The second guitar I built, the SG. If you haven't seen that cheap, that's cool. You should check that out. That's it. Just look on YouTube, Dwayne's second guitar build. That one came out really cool. This is my third one here. And I think they're getting a little bit better. Each one's getting better and better. So to me, that's good. Okay, so now we've got at least 3 of the strings on. And like I said, I don't want to make these videos too long, but there's at least 3 of them on there. And you just follow that same process. I know it's the 42 is the 6th string, 32 is the 5th string, 24 is 4th string, 16, 11, and 9. So I go through 9 through 42s. That's what I like to do. I like to have them, they're kind of lighter strings. They bend easy, they play well. They don't seem to break too much. I haven't really broken too many of these strings. I like them. I think they're made well. I'd recommend them to my students. For anybody asking about strings, for sure. Ernie Ball. There's a lot of good ones out there. I've used some different ones. Dario, Dean Markley, and they're all good. But once again, just find what you like. Find what works for you. Take what I'm doing as just a guideline. Try them out. If you like them, great. If you don't like them, that's okay too. Just find something that you do like. Find a guitar that's your personality. Find you an amp that gives you this kind of sound that you're looking for. If you need help, let me know. I have a lot of good information on my website. Help people making decisions like that. You just got to find what you. And that's what I love about the guitar, especially the electric guitar. They got so many that look so different and so many different shapes and styles. And I mean, to me, I just think it's really neat. It's a really neat thing. You know, it's since I'm an artist, this works really well for me because it gives me a chance to express my art through building and mainly teaching people about playing guitar, which I love more than anything. Alright. Let's see. Gotta go there. Now when you put on the strings, you want to make sure that they're in those saddles on the bridge. That's very, very important. Make sure they're in those saddles, because that's where they need to be, and then you're going to adjust that later. We're going to adjust the intonation on it. Okay, I've got a couple more strings to go, and this video is already about 10 minutes, so what I'm going to do is just put on these next couple strings, check it out a little bit, and then, well, heck, you know what, let's just put on these strings right now. It's not going to take very long, and then we can plug it in and see how it sounds. It's kind of funny, when you build a guitar like this, it's very much like building a hot rod or something, you know, because you don't know what it's all going to sound like until you get the strings put on, you get that final string put on, you tune it up, and you hit the chord. You know, that's like starting that engine. That's what I love about it. It's really, really cool. And then it's just a good expression of artwork for me, which I really enjoy. Okay, so once again, I put a little arc in there. I start the string around the post, then I hold it down on the body of the neck, and I slowly just start to turn it. And by holding it down with my, I know you can't really see that in the video right here. Let's see if you can see that a little bit better. Yeah, you see my hand, that's about all you can see. But anyway, I'm basically just holding the string down and winding it, and then that way the winds won't be all crooked. They'll just kind of go, they'll look really nice and neat and hold on there real good. And if you have winds on there, it helps the strings stay in tune better. It helps you from breaking strings as much as well. It's always important. And then make sure it's in the saddle before you tune up the final thing. Make sure it's in the slot of the nut, because the nut has little slots in it for each string. So you want to make sure that that string goes in that slot. It's very, very important. And then what I like to do is kind of just pull on the string a little bit, just to kind of give a little bit of a stretch. Got one more string to do. So thanks for watching. Like I said, I like to make these videos too long, but this is really exciting. This is the part that's really exciting here, because like I said, once you plug it in, you're going to know whether you did a good job or not. You start having all kinds of buzzing sounds, then I know that I need to go back and check the ground. If you know, if everything sounds good and it's picking up, then we know we did good. So this is exciting. Okay, once again, I just put a little arc in there, hold the string down, start it around the post clockwise. So make the strings go clockwise on the right side of the headstock if you're looking up, like I am here, and then you make them counterclockwise on the other side. And that's the way they'll be going on there straight. But if you make them all the same, then part of them aren't going to be going on there right. So my recommendation would be to do it like that. But like I said, everybody's got their own way of doing things, so this is just a suggestion of how you can do it, and then you can take it from there. If you have any questions about it, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Just leave a comment in the comment below. Alright, we almost got this thing all the way on. Yay! Okay, it's on there. Now, let me set this up for a different video, okay? Because I gotta adjust the bridge and stuff a little bit now, so I just want to have that on a different video. So let's just go and stop this lesson here. Got the strings on there. Happy about that. We just got to make a few adjustments, and then we can tune it up and check that out and see how it sounds, okay? So I'm going to stop the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Watch for the next one where we actually get this baby plugged in. Thank you very much.